Hi everyone, Tracey here. I just wanted to take a moment to share something with you all. I am on my spiritual journey, which most of you are very much aware of, and it is quite fast paced for me. And the reason is so that I'm here to guide others through the process. Now, in saying that, I am very much aware that all my chakras to my crown are now alive, active, online, and very much open. The reason why they're all open now is because I actually sought out the guidance and services of a Reiki Master. He's a practitioner. His name is Steve Harmon. I met him and his wife Sharon at Spiritual Church, which was amazing, and connected with them very quickly. And I really have not that much knowledge in relation to the chakras, okay? However, I could tell you what my experience was beforehand and after having a chakra balancing done with Steve. So prior to me seeking Steve out for his service, I was feeling like each section of where my chakras are aligned, it was like a turbine engine, okay? And I could really just visualize the orb that sat within me. The speed in which that orb was generating was like a little machine. This is how it felt, okay, inside. Being completely alive, awake, and active. My body temperature increased phenomenally. So I was getting burning hot fire sensation throughout my body, from my toes to my head and my hands, burning hot. Um, I couldn't understand what it was, and I wasn't fearful of it, but I really wanted to try and understand what I was experiencing through this awakening process. And it worked from the tailbone up. Okay. Now, I spent some time with Steve asking him questions and trying to get an understanding of it. I went and bought myself a chakra chart to try and understand what I need to do. I did lots of online meditation, which I really suck at. I did sleep meditation, so I had it running throughout the night to try and balance and cleanse and unblock and do whatever it's supposed to do to assist me, and it didn't work for me. So what I did was I made an appointment to see Steve, and he recommended that I do the 90-minute session. And he explained that the 90-minute session meant that he would have time to do not only the front, but the back of me as well. And I didn't even know that you really should be doing both to balance out. So that made all the sense to me. So I did the booking with him. It was $159 for an hour and a half of his time, which is exceptionally cheap considering how much energy and grounding that he needed to do to work on me, because I'm really vibrationally high. So it's quite exhausting for others to feel my energy vibrations. So he had to ground himself very, very often throughout the time in which he worked on me, but it made me feel so good. So before I saw him, I felt like a firecracker. I felt like I was zooming. You know, dogs, you know how puppies do zoom zooms? I felt like I was a zoom zoom. I was just here, there, everywhere. And not really accomplishing and finishing tasks at all. I would be doing a million things at once and just scatterbrain. I was having, imbalancements with sleeping, no matter how much I was grounding myself and take my shoes off outside and, try to meditate and ground myself bare feet on the grass. And I've been down the beach and in the ocean, and I've done lots of things that I thought was supposed to be able to help me, but it didn't work. Okay. So, um, when I went into Steve and sat with Steve and his wife, beautiful wife Sharon, I was able to give them an identification of where I'm at that point in time. And how I was feeling and why I was feeling that way and trying to get an understanding. And they're a wealth of knowledge in many aspects. And I was so grateful to have them um, as friends now. So I just wanted to share this with you. Okay. So it made a big impact on me. So Steve worked on me. He gave me the utmost um, support, and he spoke to me all the way through it so that I understood what he was doing, how he was going to do it. I felt safe. I felt secure. I felt like I was in good hands. And it's um, quite daunting to do things for the first time and push yourself out of your comfort zone. So it's really nice to know that there are so many loving people out there who can provide us with a service that's a holistic way of doing things, you know. Um, he's actually a Reiki master, and he's a practitioner in his field. And this is something that is so valuable to all of us. And to understand that, you know, our health, our body is telling us what it needs. We just need to listen to it. Our body will tell us in ways of um, you might get an urge for a certain food. Okay. Mine is lemons. I'm constantly craving lemons, like no idea. Most of my life, I've just been a lemon freak, and I'll buy a big box of lemons and it'll last me 3 weeks to a month if I'm lucky. Now, lemons are yellow. So when you look at the chakra list here, the solar plexus vitality is yellow. So that one was actually blocked on me. So was my, I think the sacral and the root chakras were too. But it depends on what colors you gravitate to, what foods your body's telling you to devour. And we need to start taking notice of it because our bodies are just magical. Like they want to heal themselves. And they just need that guidance and understanding, and for us to really just tune into self. Okay. It's really important. If we can have an open mind and look at holistic ways of doing things, um, rather than go to pharmaceutical companies that are going to dose you up on medication that we have no understanding of what is actually in it. This is coming from me personally because I was on 32 tablets for breakfast, 28 for lunch, and 22 for dinner for a good portion of my life. And now I'm on absolutely nothing, nothing, nothing. It's amazing. And I feel healthier and more vitality, and I feel more youthful and playful and energetic. And yeah, so, you know, it's about really listening to what your body is telling you it needs. So after I had the session with Steve, I felt lighter, balanced, calmer. I felt grounded, so I didn't feel like I was off the planet, buzzing around everywhere. I had clarity of my mind. I had um, vitality back, especially in my sexual region. So if you have a block there with impotency or the inability to orgasm, which I did suffer for a couple of weeks there, um, it makes sense that unblocking that area is the way to go. So I highly recommend that you consider Steve. His name is Steve Harmon. His phone number is 0409 127 885. He does north and south of the Gold Coast, and he would be happy to give you any information, guidance, support, and services available through his practitioner services. And I give him the biggest stamp of approval, and I will be back when I need it, probably in a few months' time, if at all. I don't know. We'll see how I go. But just wanted to share it all with you. Love and light. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.